have no father.
What's up, guys? Welcome to another discussion video. And in these types of videos, I don't really edit it down. I pretty much just talk, and I really want you guys to respond. I'm going to be responding to you guys in the comment section all freaking day. But it's something I never really understood about God of War 5, and obviously you see the title, so you know it's about. It's about like the timeline in general, and how does Kratos fit, and why did he change it so much, even though a timeline already exists where Ragnarok already happened. So let me break it down. So first off, the World Serpent is the son of Loki. Loki creates the World Serpent. We also find out at the end of the game that Atreus is actually Loki. Oh, also, Cory Barlog also said that the serpent is Loki's kid. I think that it's very odd the way they decided to handle this, and I'm sure we're going to find out about it in the next game, but it's very weird. So, basically, Ragnarok happens, the World Serpent exists in the future. He says to Mimir that he knows the pain of their loss because he lost his own parent when Mimir told him that Kratos and Atreus were trying to scatter the ashes of their mother who had passed. So that means Kratos had to exist in this other timeline, right? If Loki makes the serpent and Kratos makes Loki, then why didn't the prophecy expect Kratos, right? Mimir said that prophecy didn't count on Kratos. Kratos changed it so much. Cory Barlog in other interviews said that the gods in all of the realms didn't think that Ragnarok was supposed to happen now. They know it happens years in the future, but it started now because of Kratos. Barlog talks about this a lot in so many interviews. And I just don't understand why in the original timeline, the timeline where the World Serpent came from, why Kratos didn't change it there. Why Kratos is like a non-factor in that timeline. Maybe it's supposed to be following the Norse mythology timeline. Baldur loved the fact that he was invincible. And then Loki found out his weakness was mistletoe and made his own brother shoot him with an arrow that killed Baldur instantly. And then snow started to fall, and then that leads into Fimbulwinter. That leads into the end of the world, Ragnarok. Skull and Hati, at this point, the sun and the moon have already been eaten, and, you know, pretty much shit hits the fan. But in this timeline, years ahead of time, Loki, quote-unquote, kind of causes the death of Baldur. Loki and his father fought against Baldur, hurt by an arrowhead that was coated with mistletoe. Same exact thing that happens in Norse mythology happens here, except in a different way, but it still happens. It was Loki's arrow that took away the curse of invincibility from Baldur. So maybe the timeline where the World Serpent came from, this all happened, but it happened much sooner. But why didn't the prophecy count on Kratos? Why didn't Kratos change that timeline as well? It doesn't really make much sense if you think about it, right? The World Serpent, I feel, will be spawned by Loki in the next game. Whatever events transpire, whether it be Kratos' death, whether that body is Mimir, whether that body is somebody else, who knows, but Loki will spawn the World Serpent in the next game before he walks with 3 wolves, right? That is pretty much a thing. We know that's gonna happen because of the wall at the end of the game. So I don't know why the hell Kratos, even though he most likely had to exist in both timelines, right? Kratos had to exist in the hidden timeline. We're gonna call this timeline A. This timeline A is the time that the World Serpent came from. So timeline A, Kratos had to exist. But why didn't the events in that timeline transpire like the ones in this timeline? What the hell changed? It doesn't really make much sense. And I hope that the developers really go into this, because it's something that I have been trying to solve myself. Admittedly, usually when I make my theory videos, I dedicate, about like 4 hours of a day thinking of the theory, plugging the holes in the theory, why this, why that. And I think through the whole entire cycle, since I've beaten the game, here and there I take like 30 minutes to think about, okay, why didn't Kratos change timeline A, right? Why is it timeline B, which is the God of War 2018 game we play? Why isn't that timeline Prophecy didn't expect Kratos to make things happen so soon? And why is it that in timeline A it just gets completely ignored? It's something I've been trying to solve for a while now. I feel like I'm close. I feel like I have an answer, but every single time I get close to an answer, there's something that like smacks the shit out of me and says, no, this is wrong. So, what do you guys think? That's gonna be the end of this discussion video. Again, it's just me talking. I'm not really gonna edit this down too much. But what do you guys think about my thoughts? I'm gonna be out of here. Thank you guys for listening. I'm gonna be responding to you guys in the comment section down below. I'm gonna be out of here. Thank you guys for listening. Deuces.